Hello, hello, Aries. Well, this is your June 2020 forecast, and wow, is the world crazy right now. We went from pandemic to horrific public murder by a police officer, and now we've got horrific looting, rioting, and mayhem. I'm shuffling. I hope you can hear all that. I'm shuffling, and I've been thinking about Aries. I kind of already know, because I'm super psychic, what's going on with you guys. I know there's been a little chaos, and for you guys, there's been chaos. It's just really busy. But let's cut and see what the cards are saying your June is going to be all about. Okay, starting with you, shining, you being really busy. Oh, but we've got judgment, so interesting. Okay, so you're dealing with a couple things. Well, judgment and the star are both incredible cards. They're beautiful cards in this deck. The star is saying you're kind of stripped down, and I mean stripped down kind of like to the bare you. You're in your essence. You're gonna have an opportunity to show your skills, to shine, to do things, to really be yourself and kind of step into the forefront. So obviously you're having to step into the forefront right now and, kind of elevate yourself to your true self. And judgment is an interesting card. It's a 20 and we're in 2020 year. It's very beautiful in here. Judgment kind of means that something is coming to a completion. Something that's happened is going to be resolved. That's where judgment is. Judgment is a resolution of something that's happening. So, whatever it is, if it's judgment that you're dealing with someone else or they're dealing with you, there's something that has been unresolved, and that will be resolved. So there will be some resolution for you. And yeah, of course, the King of Swords, this is the mental man. He's the man, he's got the sword of knowledge. Okay. He's kind of, concise and, yields his sword but generally very directly, very intentionally. Okay. Without reservation. This can also be an air sign man coming into your life. That would be a Libra or an Aquarius or what's our third one? Gemini. Ugh, I'm not loving Gemini men right now, so that's a whole nother story. Oh my gosh, justice and judgment. Wow, right next to the star. Very interesting. So obviously the scales are balancing out, okay? And usually judgment is kind of a double-edged sword, so to speak, with the King of Swords there. Meaning there will be things that are owed to you that will come back to you. But if there's anything that you kind of owe on, or something that you needed to do and didn't do, or somewhere where you kind of owe something, then that's going to have to be taken care of also. It's really... If you have been the good person and you've done everything right, then you'll have things coming back to you. If, on the other hand, you've kind of done wrong things and, and maybe you have a little bit of negative karma to deal with from this life, not from a previous life, because Aries come to this life with no karma. You are the baby of the zodiac. You're fresh. You're pure energy. You're that pure fire, Kether energy from the Kabbalah, okay? So that can be two ways. So what's going to happen is it's really going to be, oh, and we have the devil. Interesting. Okay, so that's amazing. Wow, I can't believe you're reading. What's coming up with the devil? The Two of Staffs. Okay, so the Two of Staffs is opportunity. It's having opportunities. But coming up next to the devil, okay, the devil, well, the Two of Staffs is options and opportunities, having the world in your hand. But the devil is you is your weakness. It represents your weakness. So you're going to be presented with whatever your weaknesses are. Okay? And so how you deal with those weaknesses is going to determine a lot of your outcome. But wow, we have the world. So yeah, a lot of completion, justice, judgment, the star, and the world. Wow. And the devil. But the world is definitely kind of being on top of the world. So I think a lot of you have been good. What this means is there's definitely some positive outcomes for you. I think a lot of you who've been good are actually going to have some amazing things happen at the end of June. Great opportunities because it's with the star. Oh, and the Queen of Swords. Really interesting. Okay, so seeing as how you've got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, that's really amazing, with the world, justice, judgment, and the star, this tells me that there are messages coming to you. There are people who have a lot to do with these outcomes for you. These opportunities or paybacks or judgments or things that, you know, are balancing themselves out, they possibly have to do with an air sign, but they also have to do with people who are people of the mind. They are air sign people. They deal with messages that can be emails, letters, text messages, you know, judgments, all kinds of things like that. So wow, you have major karma at play right now, and I think that's interesting. And then, okay, so your outcome for the month is the Fool. And because you had that Two of Staffs, which is opportunity, the world, some of you with this Fool, you're going to kind of take off fresh in a new direction. That's what it is. Throwing caution to the wind. Doing something without regard for other people's opinions. And that's not a bad thing. It's just, this is something that you're doing on your own. You're deciding what it is. You're deciding what direction to go. You don't care what other people think. Some people think you're being foolish. Other people think you're absolutely being as wise as you can be. You're not letting old ideas or old baggage determine what you choose to do. And I think the Fool is really positive because it is a destiny number. And so whenever you have destiny on your side, oh gosh, and the Ace of Swords, yes. So you're completing a lot of cycles for some reason. And the Ace of Swords is new. It's a great new idea. It's a new direction. It's something that's going to be very good. Okay? It's clarity. It's clarity of mind. So whatever is happening for you in June, I think you have a lot of resolution. You have the balancing out of powers. Things are going to start anew. I think for some of you, this can mean, unfortunately, because of what's happened with justice and judgment, and both the swords, I do think for some of you, there could be some really hard, horrible, negative things that happened, in your life, but there's renewal. You're going to be starting in a new direction. Things are going to be good for you. But I think for some of you, there has been some heartbreak. There have been some things that, are defined in the destiny. And the bottom of the deck, we have the card of me. This is Cancer people. Cancer people show up as the Chariot. So this means two things. It can mean that you are being divinely protected by someone who is a Cancer. Okay, so if one of your Cancer friends wants you to do something, do it. They are the mommy of the zodiac or the daddy of the zodiac. They are paternal, maternal energy, parental energy. That's what the Chariot person is, that is a Cancer. But also the Chariot can mean you will achieve your goal, but it will be in God's speed. It will be a beeline to your goal, not a direct line. So whatever this idea is, whatever this new direction, new venture, it's going to work out. It's going to be good. You're going to be able to achieve whatever goals you decide to do. However, expect that they will be done in the time they're supposed to. You cannot rush destiny. Okay? So there you have it, Aries. Thank you for listening. Please, please, please like. Please, please, please subscribe. I would like to monetize my channel, be rich and famous. I'm rich at heart and I'm infamous. But when you like and subscribe, it helps me. Also, my other job, my day job is doing hair, and I can't do hair here in California. And I have a job, but it's all tourists. And there's not going to be much tourism right now, so I'm kind of effed. So if you are doing well and you have a little ability to donate to my channel, I would absolutely appreciate that. Anyway, of course, I love reading for you. I'm wishing you only love and light, and please tune in July. Bye, Aries.